What's up, guys? Team Survival here. Leo, and I'm with team member Ryan.
What's up, guys?
We have for you today a Evilswarm dinosaur hybrid deck. The deck has really good synergy because there are some dinosaur Evilswarms. And this is a deck that Ryan's been playing since like 2011, 12.
Yeah, long time.
It still does the job. So without further ado, Ryan, you want to tell everyone how you play the deck?
Sure. So basically, the deck works out to two engines. The first one's going to be the Evilswarm engine. So you've got your triple caster here, triple Mandragora. These are the only three ofs of the Evilswarms that you're going to run. And the reason that you do that is because Mandragora is just like basically a free monster as long as you're going second or something. And caster's obvious. So then you're going to want to run two Krikion and two Salamandra. So Salamandra's hugely important because he's a dinosaur, and also his effect, which banishes from the grave, is really good with Giant Rex to get a free summon. And Krikion's obvious, you got to have him with the Evilswarms, gets you an extra summon as well. And so that's basically everything for the Evilswarm engine. And then for the dinosaur engine, you're going to want to run the three Oviraptors, obviously. You're going to want to run two Overtechs and two Tyrannos. So the Oviraptor, to send the Overtechs to the grave, get Evolution Pill. You're also going to want the two Giant Rex. I run two. You can run one if you want, but I find that more often than not, you'll want the second one. You use it a lot. So then, as some extenders, I use Kage just to get some free monsters. Eater of Millions is another just free monster and a really good way to just get rid of any problem monsters you have. It's really good for link summoning, and anything that Tyranno can't get over, you can pretty much just get rid of it with Eater. And then, so I also run some hand traps. I run two Drone Locks and one Ghost Ogre. You can replace these with the three
Ash
Blossoms if you want to. You could run three Drone Locks. You could run three Ghost Ogre. It doesn't really matter. But these are just like the ones that I work in the meta right now. Droll's just like
Droll's like really
insane.
good because you want to be able to play, and if you don't have Ashes, for some decks, it's better to play Droll because it'll actually give you a turn, whereas Ogre's good and can remove a problem or a field spell, but Droll and Lockbird actually get you a turn.
Yeah, and if you're up against like some of these meta decks that search so much, you just instantly stop them turn one if you draw the draw. And then I also just run two Armageddon Knights. Pretty much all the monsters are darks, all the dinosaurs, all the Evilswarms.
Except for Ultimate, he's light.
Yeah, except for Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, but you don't really want him in the grave anyway.
Yeah.
He's really... So I also run the one Destrudo. So Armageddon Knight, if you're in a desperation play and you just need a board wipe, you can go Destrudo for the Black Rose, or you can send the Overtext to get the Evolution.
He's also really good to extend. If you want to make a Skull Dread, it's okay to give up the life points depending on where you are in the duel.
Yeah, for sure. So then I also run the Searchers. They're going to be Reinforcement of the Army. Your two targets are going to be Castor or Armageddon Knight, depending on what you have in hand or what you need to do. And Fossil Dig. Fossil Dig's obvious. Usually gets you just like the Oviraptor, or if you already have a pill in hand, you can go for the Giant Rex, and that way you can get the Tyranno into Alagia with the Oviraptor. I also run two Allure of Darkness. Again, pretty much all the monsters are dark, so it's pretty much no cost, just really good.
Yeah, Allure's a really good card.
Gold Sark is for the Giant Rex, free monster right on the field from the deck, so just really easy.
Yeah, it's a good one up.
I run the Soul Charge and Monster Reborn. These super come in handy. Soul Charge just to set up like your board or like late game or whatever. Monster Reborn comes in handy all the time. You can either use it to extend your plays if you Monster Reborn like a Krikion or something, or you can just bring your beaters back out, whatever you need to do. The Triple Pill, which is going to be for the Overtext, getting out your Tyranno. That's like the win condition of the deck, is just making sure you have the Tyranno or Overtext or someone big on the field pretty much all the time. And then just the one board ripe, which is Regeki. So that's pretty much it for the main deck.
We also, if you want, there's Dark Arm Dragon.
Optionally, so it's at 40 right now, but optionally you can run the Dark Arm Dragon. Super easy to run, really easy to monitor your grave. You can banish with Krikion, you can banish with Salamandra. So if you need to control how many monsters in there, it's really easy to do so. The reason I don't have it in right now is just because I want to run the deck at 40, but you can always take out like a Droll Knock or a Ghost Ogre or something like that.
Yeah,
and
even
run the
like the
Dark Arm.
one rogue Gold Sark.
Yeah, it's just really easy to fit in. So for the extra deck,
Oh yeah,
so we've got the Evilswarm tech, which is awesome. The Steel Swarm Origin, Link 2. He basically just protects anything he points to, and then once per turn, when monsters are destroyed, you can special summon Evilswarms from your deck up to the number destroyed. So if you've got your Origin out and you Regeki it and you kill a couple monsters, you can special summon that many from the deck, and you're gonna want to bring like your Karikions and stuff to get another free monster. It basically just is really good, either for protection or swarming the board with Evilswarms. Then, in case the two, but the downside to him is you have to have the two Evilswarms to use him. So if you have a dinosaur and an Evilswarm or whatever, then you can use Underclock Taker. So those are it for the Link 2s. For Link 3, just standard Decode Talker, and then Link 4, I've got Topologic and Saryuja. Topologic for like the OTK and just he's just really good for just getting rid of boards and doing damage, and then Saryuja for extending your plays.
yeah. A lot of people forget about Topologic's second effect. With a really cool combo, if I may, with Topologic, is if you have Underclock Taker on the board, if you remove the 3,000, they're most likely going to be at 0. So when you attack them, they'll take the 3,000, and then immediately after, they're going to take another 3,000, which is 6,000, and you can game people like that very easily, especially with a deck like Dinosaurs, because you have these Ultimate Conductor Tyrannos, all these really big cards. And it's really easy for this deck to set up like Overtext and Ultimate, which is Overtext and Liger, which is 2 negations, and sometimes like that's enough to like win a game. So this combo is really good, and don't forget it. Topologic's a really good card, and like Ryan said, Overload would be a really good candidate to be added into the deck as well.
Yeah, you can always add it if you want it. So then for the side deck, I've just got the Tripic Cosmic Cyclones.
Really good.
Gotta have them. Double Dimensional Barrier, also awesome. I side 3 of the Salem Brigade, and the reason I do this is if your hand traps aren't working out for you, or you've like just really found that you're having an issue with monster effects or anything like that, you can always side these in instead, and they just like they help you out if you need them.
Yeah, like going first, Ogre and Draw aren't amazing, so they're really good candidates to be taken out for those.
Right. If you just find that you're in the middle of a duel and your hand traps really aren't working out, you can just side them out for the regular traps, and that tends to do the trick.
Yeah.
And then the only other thing we're running is the Winter Cherries with a couple targets. So you can change these targets to like whatever you want.
Yeah.
Right now I just have like the ABC Dragon, Zephyr Metaltron, and then for the Toads and the Abyss Dweller just to
make it, because Abyss Dweller you can make really easy in the
deck.
Yeah, it's good.
I used to main it, but I just ran out of room, and it's just really good if you have a deck that's using so many graveyards like that. Just siding in the Abyss Dweller is just super good for you. And so yeah, it's basically the whole deck.
Any other notes on like how like the deck performs against certain matchups? Where do you go for Ophion? Where do you not go for Ophion? Like a matchup like Mech Knights, I feel like Ophion would be really good, but is it?
Yeah, I mean, if you're up against decks like Blue Eyes decks or like that deck too, and you just know that all they're going to be doing is special summoning level 5 or higher turn 1. If you just
like
set out your Ophion, like Dinosaurs,
if you're going
too.
against like regular True King or Dinosaurs or 60 card like twin Dinosaurs, then Ophion's still really good. I know it seems like we're just like being very simple cavemen, but like sometimes just to win a duel, all you need to do is make Ophion.
Yeah. If you can, and better yet, if you can already get out your Tyranno or you can get out your Quoteless or something like that, and then you can go Ophion after it, it really just locks down the board. There's pretty much nothing that they're going to be able to do after that.
You could also side in Pandemics. We took them out. We just don't see like
they tend to be dead if you draw them. I used to run one in the main deck just for the off chance of when I win Ophion, I could just pull out the Pandemic and like at least be safe for a turn.
Yeah.
But I just found that when you draw it, it just really stops your plays. Like you really can't do anything with it unless you have the Ophion. Yeah. So then I started siding it, but even then I didn't really go with that much. So if you find that you're really having an issue with spells and traps, you can run the Pandemics, but I don't find that they're typically an issue.
One more thing, guys. Infection. I know it's like blasphemy kind of playing Evil Swarms without Infection. but we just didn't see. It's just too slow.
No,
yeah, it just didn't work out.
you're linking away your Evilswarms too fast. You're like, you don't have them in hand very long. They don't stay on the field very long. There's just really no reason to run the infection.
Yeah.
Like you don't. Yeah, it's
You
just
just don't
slow.
need it.
It's
Yeah,
too
you just
slow,
don't
and you
need it
don't need
anymore.
it. Basically, yeah, as at least what I've found.
Yeah. But thank you for watching, guys. Again, if you want to take out some of like the one-of cards or things you don't think you need, Ash Blossoms are obviously always needed, and you can up your ogres and draws. Even Gamma, actually. Sorry, we almost forgot about Gamma. Gamma's a really good card for this deck if you do have the driver, and it's a lot more budget friendly. It's like a $6 card, hand traps. But thanks for watching, guys.